told me you'd lose your dignity when you had kids. Well, my little boy was being potty trained. He just would not get it, man. He'd get up on that toilet, and 5 minutes afterwards, you cross the house, you'd hear it. Dad! I'm done! Oh, yeah. Which translates into, wipe my butt! And I'm going to tell you something. You don't have a shred of dignity left in you when you walk in that bathroom and he has assumed the position. I didn't even teach it to him. He just knew it. And I don't know what was worse, if I had to do it or if I let him do it. Because I let him do it once. He came out looking like a Picasso painting. I actually said the words, how'd you get it on your feet?
That's Bill Engvall on the Stephen D.C. Show from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
The amazing thing to me is for the parents out there and in here, how truthful every single word of that is. It's amazing.
You've been there and done that?
Oh, every bit of it. The say I'm done from the same thing. Every bit of it.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time when I was a baby? And I don't remember this, but I've been told the story. And my mom had gone somewhere, I think, with her mom, and they were a young couple, and they were living with my mom's parents, and my mom and her mom had gone somewhere. I was left with my dad, and I don't know if he didn't do diapers or if I had just really made a big mess in my pants.
I think you said he didn't do diapers, right? That was one thing
may have been.
He couldn't do.
And I don't know if he ever did or not. I need to ask him the next time I talk to him if he ever changed my diaper, because this was early on though. And my dad, I think, has a weak stomach.
Yeah.
And when my mom got back from her trip to the store, I had messed in my pants, and he had stood me inside a brown grocery bag.
What?
Yeah. Until my mom got home. Now, see, today I could sue for child abuse, but back then,
that's better than what I did the first time around, which at least it was summertime, and I just like the old hose method. Just take them outside, hose them off.
No. Did you really
start over?
Did you really do that?
I didn't, but I've thought about it to be quicker.
Yeah, power washers are good, but you got to get the pressure a little bit lower.
Yeah, my dad and Brett's dad and Brett's grandfather won't change Baby Jack.
They don't do it either.
Period.
Yeah, my dad, I think, was like that.
I think that they would rather, like, maybe, like, just take a diaper off and put him in the tub, but they don't even touch the diaper.
Well, see, they need to talk to my dad and learn about the brown grocery bag method, because that works.
I mean,
but that's strange. I mean,
touch it.
They won't even but particularly Brett, he won't change Jack and diaper.
No,
period.
Brett will, but Brett's. I mean, all in their history, they never changed their own children.
Oh, really?
They didn't change any of their grandchildren.
That's weird.
They don't even undo a snap.
I remember that time I tried to change that baby's diaper on the show, and I about passed out when I opened that diaper, and that surprise hit me, and everybody kept saying, "Oh, when it's your own kid, it doesn't smell bad." Bull.
Well, I don't know what they're smoking when they say that. When it's your own kid, it all smells bad. However, you just get her done. That's right.
I can't believe I'm about to admit this, but I'll go ahead. When I was a little kid, I had a problem with doing number 2 in my pants. I would do number 2 in my pants, and my parents, and I don't know if they took me to the doctor or what, but
That's what, 10, 11?
18, 19.
No.
The pediatrician or somebody, I think, ended up saying that, well, he gets so caught up in what he's doing, if he's playing, he doesn't want to stop playing to go to the bathroom.
Well, that's, that happens. We went through that with, and he'll kill me for saying it, but our oldest son, Jacob, when he was about 3 or 4, he had some issues with that as well, and they said the same thing. Yeah. He doesn't want to stop what he's doing.
That was the deal with me, apparently. And that's why y'all never see me get up during the show.
Right, that's exactly what I was going to say. He never does he? He's the only one on the show that will sit there through the whole program and not.
I don't know how you did 6 hours, 7 hours. He'll sit
Nobody
there.
said I wasn't going. I'd gotta get up. If I could just get this chair to flush, I'd be in good shape. But seriously, I had this problem, and I don't remember much. In fact, I was thinking the other day, what's the earliest memory you have? How far back can you really remember? Because I honestly, don't remember. I have flashbacks of little things. I don't remember a whole lot, and I don't remember just little key things, but I don't remember at what point I first really became aware of what was going on.
You can't really, okay, because my first memory, and that's so weird, because we didn't talk about this yesterday, did we?
No.
Because I had the same thought yesterday about what is your first memory.
That's weird.
And my first memory was being in some underoos that I had gotten, I think, for either a birthday or Christmas or something. I can't remember that part of it. And playing Tarzan in the underoos.
Oh, that's cute.
I had to be
And to
4.
this day, Anna enjoys that when he dresses
Swing the
up.
rope.
I had to be 3 or 4. I think 4. I can't remember anything before that.
Well, the ceiling fan, that helps out.
I remember living in my old house and sleeping with my big sister, and I was about 4. That's my earliest memory.
That's funny to me.
Yeah, I remember sleeping in bed with her, and we had a gerbil, and we were looking around the house for the gerbil.
I don't want to hear the rest of this story, and I don't want to know where you found it.
But what I wonder is there anybody that can remember earlier than 4? Because for me, as hard as I racked my brain yesterday,
I don't remember 4. Like I said, I have little flashbacks of specific experiences, 2 in particular, and I'm not sure really if I totally remember these or I grew up always hearing these stories told, and I just kind of put it together.
Right.
But through the power of suggestion. But about messing in your pants, I remember my dad, a football coach, and part of his job was to, the high school had a swimming pool, but it was open to the public. And part of his job as a coach way back then was to like manage this swimming pool in the summer. He'd open it and run it and all that kind of stuff. So, a little kid, go to the pool all day in the summer is a dream come true, So and that to this day is why I'm the swimmer that I am.
Yes.
And I would go spend every day at the swimming pool with my dad, and I was swimming and had to go. And luckily I did not know. I got out of the pool. I know what you're thinking. I got out of the pool, and I went, and this was like July in Alabama. It must have been 100 degrees. And got in the back seat of our car and proceeded to just poop all over myself. I must have been 4 or 5 years old. I mean, I was probably 4 or 5. And I remember that because then I was so, worried and upset and ashamed, embarrassed. I just sat in the car.
Yeah.
Just stayed in the car.
It's funny to me that...
And then, I don't know how much time passed, but at some point here in the heat of July, and I'm sorry if you're having your breakfast. I apologize.
Lord.
But Bill Engvall's talking about what parents go through.
But it's funny to me that your earliest memories, everything,
all about poop.
Yeah, everything with you today seems to be about that for some reason. All right, let's grab Robert real quick. Okay, Robert, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing well. Robert, where are you calling from?
Actually, northern British Columbia, Canada.
And are you listening on Sirius Satellite Radio?
I am, so you betcha. I'm up here driving truck.
Now, this is our first ever call from British Columbia.
Yeah, that's worth a T-shirt. Can we send you a T-shirt, Robert?
Absolutely.
We'd love for you to have a Stephen D.C. T-shirt. First ever call from Canada.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad to be the first. I just wanted to relay a story there. My 10-year-old, when he was a baby there between 1 and 2, he refused to do anything in his diaper in the open. He always had to go into a closet and close the door.
Under the closet.
Whenever he went missing, we just look around all the closets, and there he was doing his business.
That's funny. That's funny to me because I was talking about this with my wife the other day. Our Chihuahua will not go poop if we're watching her.
Oh, no.
You got a modest Chihuahua?
Yeah, but see, our other dogs have never had that problem. I mean, if you let them out and you're out there with them, it wasn't a big deal.
It may be a Chihuahua thing.
That's exactly how my dog is.
Yeah,
if you look at her, she'll
look at you like, come on.
Exactly how
Give me a little privacy. She looks at you like, I don't come in when you're in the bathroom and stare at you.
She'll be trying to go, and she'll turn her head and look right at you and then stop and then, walk around somewhere else, and then...
I think it's a Chihuahua thing.
I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. But I not many memories of my childhood, except I do remember being in the back seat on that hot July day with a pants full of poop. It's weird what you remember. And but one of the other memories that I do have is there was a lady who kept me while my parents worked and my grandparents worked way back. I might have been 3.
Well, la-ti-da.
And I got a hammer and hit her in the back of the head.
Oh, my word.
Now, do you remember that?
Who were you trying to kill? What happened?
Yeah, I hit the woman that kept me. In fact,
Oh, my God.
In fact, come to find out, she was stealing from my grandparents.
Okay.
She would take things out of and that's not.
So she deserved it.
You knew.
It hit her in the back of the head as a child.
That's not why I hit her. That's not why I hit her. But
Where
I
did you bury her, though?
walked up behind her.
She's
Just
been found
playing.
yet?
I fed her to the hogs. No. And for years I heard about that because she had been things were missing around my grandparents' house. That's where this woman would keep me. And so there was going to be a problem there anyway. But, I mean, I shouldn't have hit her in the head with a hammer.
But you were just playing.
I don't know. I don't know if I was playing or if I was like a little
being mean to her.
Demon seed.
Yeah.
I think I was being mean.
I think you were just being a little demon seed because I don't. Yeah. I mean,
no, it wasn't one of those little plastic hammers.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, she wasn't watching it very
ball
good.
peen.
A ball peen.
It was a ball peen hammer.
Full-fledged.
One of my earliest memories relates to poop as well. I got sick in the supermarket, and they had put me up on the little conveyor belt at the checkout, and I had diarrhea all over that thing, and there was poo all running through the grocery store conveyor belt.
I didn't ask for that.
Great.
That's what your mom said.
On the conveyor belt at the grocery store.
Yeah,
I put my bananas up on those things.
Not anymore.
Well, we appreciate Robert all the way from British Columbia, Canada, calling the show this morning. When I saw British Columbia, I thought it was British Columbia, Missouri, and then we found out it was Canada. We're heard in all kinds of wild places on Sirius Satellite Radio, stream 144.